So I want to elaborate on the last video that I made. I want to make like a part 2 almost. Just kind of discussing, I guess, the toxic nature of the Rockstar community, because this is bad, man. I mean, the video that I made was literally just talking about how, hey, you know, the online might be kind of shit. The story mode, according to some of the leaks that I've seen, when it comes to like dialogue and the characters, the main playable characters, I was like, oh, it's kind of like, it doesn't really look all that great, like when I kind of picture in my head how those characters' personalities would be, I don't feel anything, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like they would be too inspired. It was just a video talking about that. It was a video talking about some of those weird experiences I had in GTA Online with my friends and all that, with what I assume to be the shadow banning system. And people literally lost their minds. I mean, I got so many fucked up comments that I actually had to like change the comment section to where only approved comments can get in, because it was bad. Like, some of the things that even never made it to the public comment section were so horrendous that I'm surprised that they even went through, you know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised that YouTube didn't automatically flag them. It was just bad. It was kind of like that same reaction that I got from the Call of Duty community back when I made this old COD video saying, oh, Activision's ruining the game, the skill-based matchmaking and the engagement-optimized matchmaking is ruining Call of Duty. I got the same kind of comments from fanboys of Activision and Call of Duty, where they either A, denied that it was happening, B, said it was a good thing, C, personally attacked me, or D, there was actually some people that legitimately tried to cyberstalk me. I actually had 2 people, at least from my memory here, that literally cyberstalked me. I know I had an instance back then with like a couple of people that I got into some Twitter argument with who did something similar, but this is like straight up from YouTube. People went from my YouTube page to like everything else, and just it was creepy for sure. Like, I'm not really good at handling people that are just deranged fanboys of a game that I'm simply criticizing, or a company that I'm simply criticizing. I truthfully am disturbed with just how many people actually develop unhealthy infatuations with not a game but a company. Like a faceless corporation. It's one thing to be a fan of a game, like, kind of like how I am with Doom 1 and 2 and Doom Eternal and Hitman, It's one thing to be fans of those games and maybe occasionally call out somebody in like someone's comment section or their Twitter reply page and go, hey, look, man, your criticisms are just a little weird, a little sus. The game's a little better than what you're saying it is. It's one thing to do that. It's even one thing to get into a mild argument or maybe call someone's opinion stupid. It's another to literally take it personally. And I've only seen this reaction in the Call of Duty community and in the Rockstar Games community. Specifically the Grand Theft Auto Online community. I think the Red Dead Online people are pretty okay, to be honest. But the GTA 5 Online community is like literally just toxic. I mean, I guess you could say the Rockstar fan base in general, like the Rockstar fanboy base is toxic, like just in general, right? The entire thing. Because I have been just viciously attacked to a point where like, I'm sitting here, I was reading the comments and I was like, oh my god, dude. People took it that fucking seriously. Like, it ain't that serious, man. My video, as I said earlier, it was literally about some weird GTA 5 Online experiences with a shadow banning system, or what I suspect to be a shadow banning system. The same thing they have in like Call of Duty and shit. The fact that the leaks looked sus for a 2021 build, that did not look great. I mean, the build was stable and it looked fine, but like the characters didn't look great, etc., 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 right? I also mentioned, hey, the online is going to have the battle pass and likely an item shop as well. It's going to be like this vehicle for microtransactions. That's literally all the video was about. And the last 8 minutes of the video was dedicated to two clips that I recorded of some weird import-export things happening. That's all the video was. I didn't attack anybody personally. I didn't attack Rockstar personally. I know I did in like prior videos, but it was just a moderate video of just going, hey guys, don't be too hyped. Look, it's the same company that pushed out the trilogy. It's the same company that abandoned Red Dead Online after everyone bought gold bars. This is the same company that just kind of, fucked up GTA 5 Online with the Oppressor Mark II, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And people took that personally. People who fanboy that hard over anything, especially like a kind of shady game company or a shady game, probably have mental problems. Like, psychologists should step in and study this, because this is a weird phenomenon that I've literally only seen in Stockholm Syndrome relationships. Like, without a doubt, these people would literally go to war just to feel better about their unhealthy relationship with a game. That's literally where these people are at. And I wish it wasn't like this. I wish people could think critically. I wish that there wasn't such thing as just irrational screaming, irrational just attacks. But dude, like, as I said earlier, some of these comments were actually ridiculous. There were comments that literally ranged from not making any sense at all to actually speculating what the content of my video even was about. And I could tell these people really didn't watch the video all that much, because when the hate comments started flooding in, that's when the viewer retention actually dropped to like the lowest that I've ever seen it. You know, like I got, you know, the video came out, I had like 20 something likes pretty quickly. I think the same day it came out, if I'm not mistaken. I don't really check stats too much anymore, but it had a lot of likes, right? Viewer retention was actually one of the highest that it's actually been in a while. And then all of a sudden, when all the hate comments started coming in, the viewer retention dropped to the lowest that I've seen in a while, like the lowest that I've actually seen in like 3 years. That's how bad it was. And as I said, like, some of the comments made no sense. Some of the comments didn't, they commented as if they didn't understand the context of the video. They just saw the thumbnail, the title, I think a little bit of the description, maybe 30 seconds of the video, and just based their entire opinion of the video off of that alone. Because it certainly seemed like it, you know, like, people didn't really make any sense. I mean, I got comments from people that were attacking me about my voice. I got comments of people saying, oh, Turr, stop complaining, etc., etc. And those are very reminiscent of the kinds of comments that I got with the Call of Duty videos. You know, I was one of the people that back in, or I think it was early 2020, I started making videos about Modern Warfare 2019, and I was like, hey, look, man, the matchmaking algorithm isn't gonna kill the game is really not all that fun, the game is dying, look, they're sending out a survey, panicking, wondering why everyone's leaving. And most of what I actually got was just a barrage of comments saying, stop complaining and just play the game, let people enjoy the game, and people just didn't want to actually address the elephant in the room, that the game just wasn't all that fun, and that right now, in that very moment, we could have all kind of stood together and gave the finger to Activision until the fucking game was fixed. But instead, what happened is this large group of what I call contenters, which is people that are overly content with everything, even a fucking pile of shit, they decided to keep playing the game, they decided to keep buying all the microtransactions, and, well, what do you know now? Call of Duty has only gotten worse, arguably. Modern Warfare 3 came out, the shit might already be dead. I don't even know. It seems dead. I don't really hear anything about the game anymore. Modern Warfare 2 came out, got a ton of sales. Game died like 3 months later. Same thing with Modern Warfare 2019, Cold War, Vanguard, etc. These games come out, they die immediately, people get disappointed, and they just leave. When what could have happened is everyone stood together and go, hey, look, this engagement optimized system is bad for the game, let's go ahead and fix it, and let's start voicing our opinion. But no, instead these people had to step in and kind of ruin it. The same thing is happening now. We're seeing people that are overly content with garbage, which, by the way, I could make an entire video on just how, like, cringe some of these people actually are with it. I've seen people on Twitter who just meat ride Rockstar like crazy. I mean, like, it's levels of down bad that I've literally not seen in years, man. It's that bad. But we're starting to see this unfold in the Rockstar community. People are, you know, despite everyone kind of being able to unanimously agree that GTA 5 Online is like really not all that good anymore, and that Red Dead Online was abandoned, and that Rockstar has done some pretty weird shit, shady shit, the Trilogy Remaster sucks. Despite all these being objective facts, including some of the things that I mentioned in that video, the only thing that's not really being able to be verified is the stuff that I mentioned with the, you know, weird GTA 5 Online stuff. That, I think, is just a really rare shadow ban system or something like that, so ignore that if you've never experienced it, but yeah, whatever. What we're starting to see is people ignore context. They ignore evidence, they ignore context, and they decide to live in this little imaginary bubble, just like the COD players did. And what it's going to turn into is just a disaster. It's going to be a giant nightmare. Now, I don't know if these people will even make it to this part of this video, I truthfully want GTA 6 to be a good game. I've been waiting for it since 2015, man. Okay, I don't want to sit here and look at a game from a company that I used to really like end up being a pile of shit. I want it to be a good game, but being realistic and not huffing copium, I'm willing to put my chips down that this game will not be that great, at least compared to other Rockstar titles, which is literally what my video was mainly about. And either they miss the point entirely, or they're just completely belligerent at anybody who's remotely critical of Rockstar Games or GTA 6. Anyways, that's it for this video. That's all I want to say. I could have gone more in depth with this, but I'm kind of short on time, and I just got back yesterday from my trip from Tennessee, and you know, just a lot of stuff happened. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I'm gonna try to make a new video pretty soon after this, maybe about Call of Duty, although I don't really like talking about COD anymore. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I guess I'll make another one soon, I guess. I hope. Yeah, see ya.